Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Safeguarding Children Boards. Information for children, young people, their parents, carers and families about children's services. Children's social care.
All children, young people and their families have the right to be healthy, happy and safe. They should be loved, valued and respected and have high aspirations for their future. Some children, young people and their families will require professional support and intervention to achieve this. There will be a relatively small number of children and young people who will require specialist intervention to ensure that they are safeguarded and that their well-being is promoted. In these situations, children's social care involvement will be necessary. Where a child appears to be in danger or at risk, the local authority has a legal duty to investigate.
Requesting support from children's social care.
You can request support from children's social care directly yourself, or professionals may request the support on your behalf by completing a referral form. On very rare occasions, this may be done without your consent if someone believes that your children are at risk of harm and that this could be made worse by letting you know that they're making a referral, or if someone else, including you, could come to harm.
Multi-Agency Safeguarding Hub. The referral will be sent to a team called the Multi-Agency Safeguarding Hub, which often gets referred to as the MASH. The MASH will decide whether there needs to be a social worker involved with your family, or they may suggest there is a need for early help and send your referral form to the Early Help Hub. This decision is made by Children's Social Care after a discussion with professionals from the agencies involved with the child and family. This discussion is called a strategy meeting. When a concern is raised, a worker trained in child protection will investigate it by talking to other professionals such as schools, police, health, as well as the child and family. This investigation, which may be carried out alongside the police if there is concern about a crime having been committed, will provide as complete an assessment for a child's life and environment as possible with the information available. Taking part in an assessment.
To help everyone involved understand what is happening in a child's life and the impact it is having on them, the Social Care Single Assessment puts all the information into 3 themes, covering the main areas of a child's experience and context.
The single assessment will look at the needs and safety of your child or children, but will also consider your wider family situation, the things you want to change, and the things that may be of concern to others as well. To help gather information for the assessment, a meeting will probably happen in your home. You may want to think about taking time to prepare yourself and think about all the issues you might want to mention. It's also important to think about what's working well for you as well as what is causing difficulties. The assessment is a way of exploring all of these things and is not about blame. It is important you share as much information as possible, as this will help agencies put in place the right support. The Social Care Single Assessment may be shared without your consent if professionals believe your children may be at risk of harm. If this is the case, we will be clear with you that this is happening, what is being shared, and why.
What happens next?
If a child is thought to be at serious risk of harm through abuse or neglect, a child protection conference will be held, which family members are usually invited. At this meeting, a child protection plan may be drawn up to help ensure the safety and welfare of the children and to help their family care safely for them. What happens next is covered in a separate film. Alternatively, there could be a decision that there is no need for a child protection conference and plan, but that there are enough complex or concerning needs to make the child a child in need. These children require extra help to ensure they get the best out of life.
Child in need.
A child is classed as in need if their health or welfare may suffer significantly without help from children's social care services. The term in need also refers to a child with a disability. For both child protection and child in need, children's social care will remain involved with your family and your social worker will be your lead professional. The lead professional's job is to coordinate the work of all the different services involved and be a single point of contact for you.
1. Child in Need Plan. One or more different services may become involved alongside your social worker to support with all the different needs which have been identified. Everyone will work with you to create one Child in Need plan, which is your plan of support to help you and your family achieve agreed aims. It will include a summary of what needs to change, what support will be provided for you and different members of your family to help you, goals or measures, so that everyone involved knows what to look out for to know if things are better. Checking how it's going.
We expect that you and the professionals working with you will meet together regularly to see how the plan is working and make any changes that are needed, such as the support that you're receiving. When you're involved with children's social care in this way, these meetings will be called Child in Need meetings.
Ending our work with you. Our aim is to work with every family so that their children can thrive without any additional services to those that are there for every child, such as teachers and doctors. That's the best outcome for the children, their families, and for all of us. We will do all we can to work with families to meet the needs of their children. Sometimes this does not succeed, and a child remains at significant risk of harm. In this situation, children's social care may have to consider changing their approach and moving to accommodating the child away from the family home. This can be done with the agreement of parents, and if this is not the case, then the courts will be involved in making the final, definitive decisions about what is right for any individual child. This is not a decision that a social worker or even a child protection conference would make on their own. To move away from working to make a child safe within their family into placing them elsewhere is the last resort that is considered only where professionals cannot be confident that sufficient change will happen quickly enough for that child to be safe. The changes that we are trying to support are not easy to make, and you can expect progress to take time. Situations can become more difficult and gains made can be lost. Children may not need to have a social worker involved in between the times when they need to have one. Through all of this, the direction of the whole journey remains the same. We want children to be safe and to feel secure, to be engaged and able to develop themselves socially and emotionally. We all want them to be able to do so with the same services as every other child gets, but without needing more. We want children and their families to thrive.
Thank you for watching. Additional information: www.cambridgeshire.gov.uk/LSCB, www.safeguardingpeterborough.org.uk/children-board.